Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Joe with Smokin Joe's Barbecue. On today's video, I'm smoking up some beef cheeks, also known as Barbacoa. Stay tuned. Alright, so what I've got here is 8 pounds of beef cheeks. Now, these beef cheeks, they usually come in 3 and 4 pound little packages. You can get them at Costco. I got these at Restaurant Depot. Now, you will get some smaller pieces. Let me just try to find one here. Well, here, like this one here. So these are just little fillers, guys. They're trying to make up weight in the bag. This isn't obviously a complete cheek like this one, but this is still good, so don't toss these, but just know that sometimes you'll get a bag that's got a bunch of this where they're just trying to fill the weight. But this is the true beef cheek of the cow right here, just as you see it. Now, cheeks have a lot of fat, guys, but this one, quite honestly, doesn't have a whole lot. The only thing that I'm looking for is any loose hanging pieces like this here, okay? This is not going to render, so I'll just take that right off. And what I like to do is take the cheek and cut it in half. Okay, that way you have 2 separate cheeks. A lot of this will render off, guys. This is pretty soft fat. But see that? That's nothing but fat right there. So I'm just going to trim until right there. Alright, so this is fat. Some of that will render off, guys, but I don't want too much of that fat on my beef cheeks. Here's another piece. Nothing too crazy. That little piece is good. This piece, not bad. It's real simple, guys. Smoking beef cheeks is very simple. This one, got a couple loose hanging pieces here that I'm just going to take off. That looks good. Take that piece off. That's too small. So just go through the cheeks, guys. Anything that you see that's any loose fat like this, just take it right off. Sometimes you can buy the beef cheek that's nicely trimmed, but most of the cases it's going to be just as you see it there. That's good. This piece has a little bit of fat. And I'm just showing you guys this because when you buy beef cheeks, I want you to know what to trim off and what to leave on. Any good pieces of meat, just take them off, or leave that on there. But any loose fat, take it off like this right here. Just take it right off. It's real simple to trim these up, guys. Okay, that's good. Trim that off. Let's see what's in here. Alright, this is a good piece of meat still in there. That's good. Oh, this is a big cheek here. So I'm just going to trim off some of this fat here. If you notice, there's a lot of fat in that cheek. Okay, so that's trash. I'm going to cut this cheek in half, just like that. This loose hanging piece here, that's good, and a little bit more trim in here. Again, guys, just nothing but fat. So as far as a binder, I'm actually going to use mustard. I'm joking. I'm not going to use mustard. That's from my last video that I cooked up. You may have seen me use mustard on some ribs. That was a little joke. My channel is getting slammed about using too much mustard, blah, blah, blah. It is what it is. So no binders. No binders. The rubs that I'm using, garlic jalapeno seasonal, just going to season one of these up. Okay? We're going to use some beef rub from Victory Lane Barbecue. Just like that. Then I just got this new rub. It's called the Red Bark from Monches Craft. I'll leave a link to his store where you can find this stuff. It's got some amazing flavor. Again, it's called the Red Bark for a reason. Look at how dark and red this is. Really good flavor, just the right amount of salt. Absolutely wonderful. So just like that, I'm going to go ahead and season this side. Finish seasoning the rest of these, and I'll see you guys outside at my Yoder YS640. Stay tuned. Alright, so we're outside at my YS640 pellet grill, and I've got all of the beef cheeks on the top shelf. I got the temperature set at 285. I'm going to let this roll for probably 2 hours without even opening the lid, spritzing. No spritzing needed, anything like that. Just trying to render some of this fat and get some color on these cheeks. We'll check up on them in about 2 hours. Let me bring you guys a little closer there. There you go. So 2 hours, we'll check on them. Stay tuned. Alright, so we're back, and it's been 2 hours, and the beef cheeks are ready to be wrapped. Let me show you this process here. I just put a bed of onions underneath the beef cheeks, as you can see there, and then just pull the beef cheeks out. Man, look at that red color that the onions already have just by laying the beef cheek on there. So lay the beef cheeks on there. I've got 2 small foil pans on a bed of onions, and then I've got, what is this, 32 ounces of beef broth. Just go ahead and put that in there. I'm going to put half in each pan. Now I went ahead and cranked my smoker up to 300 degrees, because at this point all I'm going to do is steam the beef cheeks. About half in each one. And this is the color that you want. Once you get this nice dark rich color, you are ready to go. Alright, so at this point, guys, I'm just going to wrap these up in foil, put them back in my smoker on the top shelf, set the smoker at 300 degrees, and we're going to be back in probably 3 hours, so stay tuned. Alright, so the beef cheeks are ready, and the total cook time was 5 hours, and they have been resting for 30 minutes. Now, one piece of advice that I can give you guys is, if you think your beef cheeks are ready, let them go for another hour. Trust me. Now, if you have to use a knife, your beef cheeks aren't ready. If you can squeeze them, like the way we're going to try to squeeze this cheek here, then it is ready. You should not need a knife to cut up beef cheeks. So let's see if this is ready. There you go. Oh yeah. See that? I mean, it just shreds, comes apart. Look at how red that meat is. That's from the smoke ring and from the rubs that we used as well. So this is exactly what should happen to a beef cheek. It should just fall apart on itself, just like that. Again, no knife needed. Now, you can use a knife, obviously, to chop it up. But man, this has an amazing aroma to it. So I'm just going to use a knife to help me pull this. I'm not using a knife to cut it. But the fat rendered nicely. As you can see, it looks like almost like shredded beef. But man, the aroma that's coming off of this beef cheek is amazing. So there we go. This is it. I know a lot of people call this beef cheek, but and it is what it is. I mean, it is beef cheek, but in the Hispanic culture, we call this barbacoa. So this is how you make barbacoa. Now, if you want to let this smoke for 4 hours, you can. I only let it smoke for 2 hours at 285. Then I put them in the foil pan with the bed of onions and the beef broth. Then crank the temperature up to 300, and it was ready. Again, total cook time was 5 hours. But this is how you make barbacoa. Now, if you have an offset smoker, these beef cheeks come out amazing. So I would highly recommend that you make beef cheeks in an offset smoker, but let the beef cheeks sit in the smoke for probably 4 hours, and then 3 hours in the foil pan. Trust me, that flavor that you just get off of these beef cheeks on an offset smoker is amazing. So, all right, so I'm gonna make some tacos out of these, and then I'll bring you guys back. We'll give them a taste. Stay tuned. All right, so my tacos are ready, and I added some salsas. I added a hot red salsa that's got some habanero in it. I made some guacamole salsa. You guys have seen that video. If not, I'll leave a link up top so you guys can see that. And then I also have some cilantro and onions with some lemon, or limes, I'm sorry. And my tacos are ready, so let's dive into these bad boys. Again, people call them beef cheek. That it is what it is, but we call it barbacoa. So, cheers. Look at this taco. I got some red, some of the green, and some of the onions with the cilantro in there. Oh man, cheers. Wow, extremely tender, really flavorful. I want to try the meat just like this. Look at this, just falling apart. Guys, those 3 rubs are amazing. Classic beef cheek, classic barbacoa. Hope you guys like this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Till next time, Joe at Smokin Joe's Barbecue. See ya.